So let us begin with the ranges of the Himalayas. So the northernmost range is known as the Greater Himalayas or Inner Himalayas or Himadri. So the name of this first range, there are three names of this range. It is either known as Greater Himalayas, Inner Himalayas, as it is the innermost side, and the Himadri. Now it is the most continuous range of the loftiest peak with an average height of 6,000 meters. The mountain ranges or mountains peak found in this range has a height of around 6,000 meters. They are all prominent peaks. All the important peaks of Himalayan ranges are found in this first range. Now look in this table. The names of some highest peaks of Himalayas are given here. Let's have a look. See, Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, Makalu, Dholagiri, Nanga Parbat, Annapurna, Nanda Devi, Namcha Barwa. All these are some important mountain peaks of the Himalayas. And Mount Everest is one of the highest peak in the whole world. The folds of the Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. Now you can look here, the height of these mountains all vary from each other. They are not all the same. So the folds of the Himalayas are asymmetrical. They are different in height wise and even with their breadth or width wise. They are not all the same. They all have different structures. And their core is made up of granite and they are perennially snow bound. All the time, all 12 months, they are always snow covered. And a number of glaciers descend from this range. And a large number of glaciers keep coming downwards from the slopey areas. Now the second range is, which lies south of Himadri, is Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Look here, this second red line which have lot of break in the middle, this is the second range of the Himalaya, which is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Now this range mainly consists of compressed and altered rocks. The altitude of this range varies between 3700 to 4500 meters and the width they have is of 50 kilometers. Now in the above range, the height of the mountains was around 6,000 meters. So you can see when we come downwards from first range to the second range, the height of the mountains decreases. Now further, the Pir Panjal range form the longest and the most important range. Pir Panjal range is one of the most important range of this part, and the name of some important peaks are like Dhauladhar and Mahabharat ranges. This range consists of some famous valleys like Kashmir Valley, Kangra Valley, Kullu Valley in Himachal Pradesh, and this region is also well known for its hill station. Now look here. This first range was continuous range, no breaks in the middle, so there were no valleys. Now what are these breaks? These breaks are valleys. What are valleys? Valleys are a रीजन, लो रीजन बिटवीन टू माउंटेन्स. जैसे इधर एक माउंटेन है, इधर एक माउंटेन है, दोनों के बीच का जो लो रीजन है दैट इज़ द वैली. तो यहाँ पर इस रेंज में बहुत सारी वैलीज है, जैसे कि कश्मीर वैली, कांगड़ा वैली, ऐसी वैलीज यहाँ पर है. एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो फेमस फॉर हिल स्टेशंस लाइक शिमला, मसूरी, धर्मशाला. ऑल दिस हिल स्टेशंस आर ऑल्सो लोकेटेड इन दिस second range. Now the outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivaliks. Can you see here Shivalik range? The last range is the Shivalik range. Now before moving on to the Shivalik range, look here at this map. I told you there are 6 physical features of India. Now numbers are given and the names of the physical regions are given. So let's have a look which physical region is located in which part of India. See here. The first one, the Himalayas, which I am explaining you right now. The second one is the Northern Plains. Can you look here? Northern Plains. The area below the Himalayas. This area is the area of Northern Plains, in which the major rivers like Ganga, Yamuna and its other tributaries Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi flow. This range consists of Northern Plains. This area, sorry. Then third part is the Deccan Plateau. This whole region. Here we live In Madhya Pradesh, this is also a part of the Deccan Plateau. In which plateau we live? Malwa Plateau. Malwa Plateau is a part of Deccan Plateau. Then fourth part is the Great Indian Desert. This is the Rajasthan and Gujarat side it extends. Then fifth part are the coastal plains. Coastal plains are the land area near the ocean side. Here is the Arabian Sea. The area close to this is western coastal plains, and here is the Bay of Bengal, and the area close to this is eastern coastal plains. And the sixth and the last are the islands. So along with the mainland of India, two islands are also part of India. One is the Lakshadweep Island and the second one is the Andaman and Nicobar Island. So all these parts will be explained in this chapter. Now where were we? We were on Shivaliks.